Kashmir has been in the news lately, and you have also been speaking about Pakistan's position. What do you think is the best way to forward on this issue to the people who don't know about this conflict going on for so many years?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, Jammu and Kashmir is an international issue. It's an international dispute. It has been on the agenda of the United Nations Security Council for over 70 years. And the Security Council has passed several resolutions on this issue, which also recommend how to address this problem in a peaceful and just manner. I mean, just for our viewers, the crux of these resolutions adopted by the Security Council on the issue of Jammu and Kashmir is that, you know, it is a dispute between India and Pakistan. It's a disputed territory.
Yes.
And the recommendation by the Security Council as to how this issue needs to be resolved is the recommendation to let the people of Jammu and Kashmir decide through a democratic method of a free and impartial plebiscite, or a referendum you can call it, to be held under the auspices of the United Nations. And this plebiscite would have allowed the people of Kashmir to decide for themselves as to whether they want to join India or Pakistan, or they want the state of Jammu and Kashmir to accede to India or Pakistan. Now, the problem is that 70 years have passed and these resolutions have not been implemented. So, this, as you look back, this is essentially an issue of self-determination. So, the people have not been allowed to exercise their right to self-determination, and that is why they are speaking up. So, they want to raise their voice, but the response unfortunately has been in the form of you know, gross violations of human rights and oppression, which has worsened the situation. The current situation is very bad, as you know, since last August. The scale of human rights violations has really escalated, and there has been a complete lockdown in the valley, and you know, this has been noticed by the international community, the governments, the civil society, the human rights organizations, and the situation has not really improved. There is a communication blackout in place that has not been relaxed. So, I would say that if you look at it more broadly, Kashmir issue is a grave threat to peace and security in the region. It is a human rights issue, it is a humanitarian issue, and there is an urgent need to resolve this. And to us, it seems the only way forward, because you know, this has been recommended already by the international community, proposed by the UN Security Council, is to let the people decide for themselves, let them have their say, and let them you know, announce to the world what kind of future do they want. And I think the best way forward is to go back to the UN Security Council resolutions and to make efforts to get these resolutions implemented.
Yeah. So, the long relations of both nations stretches into 69 years right now between Pakistan and Thailand. So, how would you like to describe the diplomatic relations between these two nations?
Yeah, I think as I spoke briefly earlier, We have a long-standing partnership, approaching 70 years now. But I would say that if you take a more historic perspective, our relations go back because of the linkages that are there in Pakistan, especially the Buddhist Gandhara era. Most of the Thai people follow the Buddhist religion, and this is an important linkage that is there between our two people and our two countries. Places like Taxila or Takasila, and Takht Bhai, which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. They are there in Pakistan, and Buddhist people know about it. The other thing which is also very interesting in terms of our relations is, this generation of Pakistanis, people from our part of Asia that came to Thailand and settled here and have been here for generations. And so they are called Thai Pakistanis or Thai Pathans, and they have also forged linkages. So even before Pakistan came into existence, these people from our part, they have been here, and they have made great contribution in forging the relationship. And now you come, we established relations in 1951, and 1954, we are partners with Thailand in CETO, a very important relationship. So, even before ASEAN comes in, Pakistan was deeply engaged in this region, and we were partners with Thailand in this cooperation. And then it moved on. But I think one of the landmarks in our relationship was the royal visit of their majesties to Pakistan in 1962, a full-fledged 12 days visit, which laid the foundation really for strong ties between our two countries. And from there, we have never looked back. So it has moved. It has progressed in different fields. We have good political relations. We have deeper defense and security and intelligence cooperation. We have growing trade and investment. Our people-to-people contacts are strong. We want to take them further. And I think it is in that context that our focus, as I was mentioning, is on promoting trade and tourism. And we would like, especially our Thai friends, to be visiting Pakistan in greater numbers. And as we mentioned, there are two things, basically, as I see, which can be of much interest to Thai friends. One, the places of Buddhist interest. The other is the mountainous northern parts of Pakistan. Very beautiful, serene, and accessible. Can be visited depending on what you want to do at any point of time. These are the things which we are really trying to promote, and for that we have introduced new policies and arrangements. We have visa on arrival facility for Thai people, and last year we also started the e-visa or the online visa, both for tourism and business. So I think this is going to contribute further to our effort to have more people visiting each other.
So as you mentioned that there is a large Thai Pakistani community here in Thailand. So how do you often interact with them? Like, what is the scale of yourself interacting with those people?
Well, there are about 4,000 to 5,000 Pakistanis Pakistanis who were carrying Pakistani passports and living in Thailand. So they are basically engaged in various kind of business, trading, also employment in various sectors, and the international organizations, including the UN. We keep in touch with them very frequently. I think one of the objectives of any embassy is to take care of the interests of the community. The other segment of the community is what I call the Thai Pakistanis, or the Thai Pathans, as I mentioned before. So this is also a big community. They have been here for several generations. I think their numbers are above 200,000 by some estimates. You see them all over in Thailand, and I think they have made great contributions to forging the friendship and relationship between our two countries. They have done great in business, in trading, in civil service, and recently in politics as well. Yeah. So there are famous names, all around. Some are members of the parliament. This makes us, proud. Yeah. And I think this is one aspect of Pakistanis in Thailand that I really value very much, and we continue to engage with them, and we continue to look for ways in which we can further strengthen this relationship through them.